Hey, Coach G here, Mind, Body, Soul Shift, your life, health, and wellness coach. This week, I'm here to kick off week 5 of the 6-week challenge. And first, let's start off by a quick reminder of what the 5 pillars are, because that's what we've been talking about is the 5 pillars to better health and wellness. So here's the 5 pillars. We've already covered 4 of them. This week, we're going to cover pillar 5. The first one was mindset, habits, eating habits, physical activity. This week, we're going to talk about sleeping habits, and then we have the water intake. So this week, we're talking about our sleeping habits and the quality of sleep and how we can improve our quality of sleep. So let's jump right in. Why is sleep so important? Getting a good night's sleep should be easy. However, you should just get into bed, close your eyes, and go to sleep. That's not true. In fact, only 1 in 3 Americans get enough sleep every night. 1 in 3. That could be you. With our busy, stressful lives, often gets in the way of us getting good night's rest because we usually don't shut off our brain. We don't know how to unplug. So that's one of the reasons why we don't get a good night's rest. But the fact getting a good night's rest is one of the best things that you can do for your physical and your mental well-being. So what does a healthy and a not so healthy sleep pattern look like? And how can you get the rest that you actually need? Well, here are some benefits for getting good quality sleep. And here's why it's important. Because when our body is resting in a resting state, it restores itself. It regulates itself. It regulates the blood pressure. It regulates the stress, the hormones during the night while we're resting. That's one of the things, some of the things that our body does during sleep. It also regulates our blood level, which a lot of people suffer with, but sleep is one of the things that can help you to regulate that. Plus, the brain uses sleep as a chance to basically organize the information that is taken in throughout the day, because it has to be able to shut everything down. If you're not doing anything, then it has a chance to kind of like organize, put this here, put this there. So the brain has to function in that manner. So here's the thing about quality sleep. Adults who sleep less than 7 hours a night usually have more health issues than people who get 7 or more hours of sleep. Because again, the body is going through a restoration period during that time. And if we don't allow it to go through that, then of course you are at risk. You're putting yourself at risk. Now, sleeping 9 or more hours is not necessarily harmful, but it can be very helpful for people who are recovering from sleep deprivation or people who are sick. Because sleep is really important, especially in those 2 cases. So if someone is sleeping 9 hours, they may be recovering from sleep deprivation. Let's say they just came back from overseas and they have the whole jet lag thing going on. Well, they've been deprived of sleep, so now they're recovering from that. So they may sleep 9 hours, and that's okay. It's not harmful. It's a good thing. Good quality of sleep improves your brain performance. It helps you with your mood and your overall health. Period. Not getting enough sleep on a regular basis raises many risks for diseases and disorder. That's why sleep is so important, because you want to reduce the risk. These risks can range from heart disease, strokes, obesity, and dementia. Yes, dementia. I've been doing a lot of study on sleep, and I'm telling you, I had no idea that sleep was even linked. I don't care how far removed it is, it's still linked to dementia. So that's something that we definitely need to pay attention to while we're in our younger years, even for me being in my 60s. Sleep plays a vital role in good health and well-being throughout life, period. And the less sleep you get, your body is not going to perform at its best, period. It just can't. So the way you feel while you're awake depends really in part on what happens during the night while you're sleeping. So if you've got a lot of stuff on your mind and you do fall asleep, but you haven't unplugged for the day, then you probably won't have a restful night of sleep. Not to say you won't sleep, I'm saying restful. There's a difference between sleep and being restful. So yes, you may sleep, but it may not be restful. During sleep, your body is working to support your healthy brain function and maintain a good physical health. That's what it does when you're sleeping. It's good for your heart and cardiovascular system. Your hormones regulate themselves during sleep. Your metabolism is doing what it needs to do during sleep. Your respiratory system, your immune system, all these things are important and they all work together. That's why, I don't know if you've seen in some of the things that I was posting on Facebook, how I had the puzzle and because everything fits together. Everything fits together. Our thinking is related to enough sleep. Our memory is related to enough sleep. So there's many factors that sleep plays that is there's such a benefit. So I think what we have to learn how to do, number one, is to unplug. And we have to learn how to do that long before our bedtime. And that's going to be a part of the challenge. And we're going to get to that. Your body has like several internal clocks, and mine is like clockwork, and they're called circadian clocks inside your body, just automatic. So there's typically a 24-hour, and it has a rhythm, so it repeats itself every 24 hours. And believe me, mine is like clockwork. Like I'm sleepy at the same time every night. I go to bed at the same time every night, and I wake up at the same time the next morning. Every morning, it's a rhythm. And it actually, that rhythm, this is how important sleep is. That rhythm actually affects every cell, every tissue, every organ in your body. That rhythm affects every cell, every tissue, and every organ in your body. That's how vital sleep is. So that's why we have to work on our sleep, because those things depend on how well they work or how well they don't work. But either way, there's no happy medium when it comes to that. So with this information that I just provided, I hope you can see how important sleep is and the quality of sleep. It is important that your quality of sleep is good. So here is the challenge. The challenge is I want you to set a bedtime, number one. So if you usually get in bed at 11, but you really could get in bed at 10, then set a bedtime. So, okay, I'm going to go to bed at 10 o'clock instead of 11. Okay, that's number one. Set a bedtime. You got to set the bedtime first. The second thing I want you to do is I want you to set an alarm on your phone. Mine play a lullaby 45 minutes before your bedtime. 45 minutes before your bedtime. I need the alarm to go off. Okay, if you have an Apple Watch, there's something on there. I don't remember what the app is, but I'll find it when I post when I go over this, and I'll post it online. You'll get it anyway. So 45 minutes before you go to bed, okay? And when the alarm goes off, I want you to stop whatever it is that you're doing. Stop, completely stop. And I want you to go to a quiet place, and I want you to relax your mind, and I want you to relax your body. And I want you to release all the thoughts and the stresses of the day. I want you to inhale, and I want you to exhale. And I want you to repeat that process until your body is completely relaxed. Okay? I'm going to post all this online so you can actually see the challenge, because I always post it so that way you guys can go back and see what the challenge is. So I want you to, 45 minutes before your bedtime, I want you to stop what you're doing. I want you to go to a quiet place, and I need you to relax your mind. I need you to relax your body. I need you to release all the thoughts and the stresses of the day. I need you to inhale and exhale. And I need you to do that, repeat that process until your body and your mind is completely relaxed. So 10 minutes before your bedtime, before it's time for you to get in bed, I want you to get in bed 10 minutes before. And I can almost guarantee you that if you do that 45 minutes and practice, you got to practice this now. It's not going to just happen automatically. It's not something that you're going to just do. Practice this, because I'm telling you, your sleep patterns will absolutely change, and you'll see how much better you feel when you wake up the next morning, because you started here, you unplug this. Because when you got a lot of stuff going on in this and you don't shut it down, you're just tossing and turning all night, you're not resting. So that's the challenge. That's what I got for you. This is Coach G, Mind, Body, Soul Shift, your life, health, and wellness coach. I'll see you next week. Peace out.